Hi again, everyone, and welcome to another episode of RV Business Capitol Talk, sponsored by Eric Sell, also available as a podcast. I'm Rick Kessler from RV Business. With me, Sherman Goldenberg, also from RV Business. And joining the two of us today is Mike Neal. Mike is the president of Brown & Brown Dealer Services, a longtime sponsor of the RV Business Top 50 Dealer Awards, for which we again thank you, Mike. And Mike, pleasure to have you with us today.
Thank you, gentlemen, for asking me to join you.
But Rick, we ought to describe where he is there in that rather unusual picture.
No.
Well, a quick introduction of Brown & Brown. Let me get this right, okay, guys? Fifth largest insurance brokerage in the world, 16,000 teammates in 19 countries, mostly U.S. and Canada. And like we mentioned, Mike is the president of Brown & Brown's Dealer Services division. Did I get all that right?
You did, yeah. And I would say, yeah, we are heavy in North America, but we are also the largest retailer in all of Europe.
Oh, very good. Very good. So what's the good two-sentence description of Brown & Brown Dealer Services? I know it's an F&I performance provider, but what does that mean?
Sure. We are we like to say, hey, we are a broker for the dealer, and meaning that we represent several carrier partners in the insurance, F&I industry, employee benefits, P&C, and so forth. And we put forth the best package in partnership with the carrier partner to suit the dealer's needs. We are a F&I performance company when it comes to the F&I side of the business. We do training and development. We do wealth creation with structures of dealerships, reinsurance companies, whether it's a CFC or a DOWC or whatever that structure might be.
Yeah, and you're in automotive as well as RV, right?
That's right. We're actually probably a higher percentage of the RV dealers than we are auto dealers, but obviously there's many more RV dealers or auto dealers than RV dealers. So we are in a great deal of auto dealers across the country. We're somewhere between 3,000 and 4,000 dealers total, and the majority of those being auto, but we're probably in one form or another in around 700 RV dealers.
Well, in as much as you straddle automotive and RV, what are you seeing out there at this rather peculiar point in U.S. history? What's it look like to you? What we're all dealing with here?
Sherm, if I had that magic wand, I would not be out here in this industry. I'd be with an umbrella on the beach somewhere if I was that great a forecaster. But as I tell our senior leadership team and a board each year, if you tell me what the Federal Reserve is going to do, I can kind of predict exactly what our business is going to do. And we're I think like anyone else, we're hoping to see some rate increases as the year goes by, and hopefully get some relief there. It does affect not only the number of units sold, but in the F&I side of the business for the dealer, it affects the product per deal, the money that is left available inside the budget of the consumer that works along with the lending to give monies there to create products to protect the unit.
Mike, you mentioned 700 dealers, which is extremely impressive. What are they telling you? What are they? Maybe it depends on where they're located, but are they looking at the spring shows once again as that barometer?
I think that all dealers are looking to see what comes out of the spring shows. We've got some very big ones coming up. It starts in Tampa, obviously, is always a big indicator of what the season's going to look like and what the traffic is there, and are they actually buyers or tire kickers?
Yep.
So that is a big indicator, and I'm sure everybody is crossing their fingers and waiting to see.
Yeah.
Go
ahead, Sherm.
You and I were talking beforehand, Mike, about, you personally, but your company advises dealers a lot as to how to cope in general and cope in particular with some of these current circumstances. And part of that is I'm looking at my notes here from our conversation. You're talking to them about consolidation a lot, because that's one of the things that's going on in the world. Tell us about that.
Well, we try to be a trusted advisor to our dealer partners and look at many things for them. If they're looking at an opportunity, advise them, hey, here's where you may improve in F&I or in this acquisition, or here is the risk you're taking on in the PNC or employee benefits and HR. There's improvements and things you can do in employee benefits to retain talent or HR risk that could be involved. But also in part of business continuation and perpetuation, there's a lot of things we can do. We can help a dealer with tying with key man policies to important people that they may come get in that acquisition or people that they feel like is a part of the future of their organization. And then, Sherm, I think a key important thing for dealers to look at out there in their wealth creation and in their reinsurance is, when they're looking at an acquisition and whether they're buying or selling, they need to think down the road a little bit more about than what that dollar sign says just on that APA, that asset purchase agreement. There's times that we've seen, probably more so in the automotive industry than the RV, but you got to protect your reinsurance during that conversion and when you sell your business to make sure that there's not someone that comes in and buys your business and goes in and makes a big increase in labor rates, and you're getting hit on the loss ratios on your existing business if you kept your reinsurance company. And that's all to be negotiated, obviously, between counsel and the various lawyers involved in the deal. Does the reinsurance go with the deal? Does the dealer keep it and run it off and earn out and whatever? But we consider ourselves a partner to all these dealers out here, and we like to advise them and help them with all of these needs for whatever they would ask of us. We're glad to be there.
Mike, let's say you're calling on me. I'm Rick Kessler, RV dealer guy. And you're calling on me. What can I expect? What's that partnership look like from you? Is there an assessment that you start with an assessment maybe?
We do. We have specialists in every field on our team, and whether it's a property casualty guy that's going to come in and think outside the box and think of structures that are not normally known by the everyday general agent in the business, that doesn't focus on the RV dealer business like we do, to it's a employee benefit specialist on our team that brings technology to best manage their offerings and make sure that we're keeping them competitive in the marketplace for talent, because that's huge today. To the F&I space, if we're coming in and we have an announcement coming up that we're releasing to you in a few days, and I think it's going to come out the same day this does, that we're promoting Sean Moran as president of our automotive F&I space. And Sean brings a team in that does a BDA, or is it, some folks will call it a PGA, but I call it a BDA, a business development analysis, to where we'll go in and look at deal jackets and audit those deal jackets, and make sure that you're in compliance, because with the structures out there today with the feds, they're looking at you big time, and there can be some heavy fines, and we want to make sure that structure is correct, and we help you there. All the way down to, what can we do in looking at that and come back and assess and say, here's what we really can do raise you in the product per deal. And obviously we feel like there's no better team at doing that in the RV industry than we are. And, you know, when you talk about raising folks, you know, real meaningful dollars when we're struggling to make money on the front end today by offering all the products correctly on the back end, can make a big difference in the dealer's profit.
And that's the upfront increases that you're talking about, but you're also talking about some downstream benefits as well, right?
Well, that's right. And when you're properly managing the structures and the loss ratios of your reinsurance agreements.
Absolutely. Yep. I got one very important question, Mike. Louisville Cardinals or Kentucky Wildcats?
That's the main question, my friend. And there's only one team in the Bluegrass when I'm concerned. Now, my good friend Tom Stennett would disagree. Tom is a big Louisville Cardinal fan, and we've always had a lot of fun with that. But, you know, we hang 8 banners in Rupp Arena and looking for number 9 real soon. So I bleed blue.
You're talking to a Michigan State, and in my case, an Indiana fan, and we're both just running for cover right now. So. All right.
You and Corey Rizika.
That's right. That's right. Thanks, Corey. Oh my gosh, they broke the mold with him, didn't they?
Absolutely.
Well, Michael, thank you very much for your time, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you all very much for today. Thank you for your partnership with the magazine and allowing us to participate in the Top 50 Awards, which I think is a great thing to recognize key dealers in our industry doing great things back in their community as well as in their dealership. So thank you all.
Thank you for that sentiment. It's about elevating the customer experience, and we need to recognize that do that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sherm, you have a great day, and I'll take care of our good friend.
All right. All right. You take care.